Welcome to the NASCAR Talk. I'm Nino, the greatest, the undisputed, the champ. The champ won this weekend. But yes, what's going on, Matt? How you doing?
Living the dream like always. Another Monday.
Another Monday. We're back.
hmm
I'm actually just t relaxing. I'm tired actually. It's been a crazy weekend. Motorsports and personal, stuff.
hmm
Anyways, that's enough about me. Let's get started on Friday, man. Honestly, bro, on Friday, I feel like everybody's wrecking. Everybody, like literally everybody was wrecking
hmm
somebody. At
Yeah.
one point, we were like, the third stage, it was more like everybody was fine. There was literally at one point six drivers on the lead lap because of the strategy.
hmm
And and I'm like at the end, that's when the wreck fest happened after that. Like everybody was just
hmm
wrecking and wrecking and wrecking. All that for another Corey Heim win. I felt like Raja was robbed. Raja was still leading before there actually is a video of it. I sent it to our chat. There was
hmm
a video that he was leading before they pressed the button.
Jesus.
So Raja Karu kind of got like screwed over there.
He would have won if it was how did Kyle Busch put it? He would have won if they didn't have overtimes.
Oh,
I
brother.
mean, you also got to remember the rain also impacted the truck race as well. Like at the beginning, like there was no practice, no qualifying. Now you go into a green racetrack with no rubber on it. I mean, it was bound to happen. I mean, the fucking grass was the one of the main issues. Everybody's hitting that corner, blowing their trucks apart, or just touching the grass, spinning out. I mean, that even goes into
Hmm.
the Xfinity the next day. But then somehow Ricky Stenhouse on Sunday goes through it just fine, no issue.
No
I was
issues,
like,
no
damn.
problem. Shout out to Ricky again, bro. P6, man.
That guy's crazy.
I can't wait till we get to that part. But yes, Truck Series. I was disappointed though with Thorsport again, bro.
hmm
Like, yes, they were up there, but you could have, like, especially like the map crafted camp. If you haven't done anything all season long, if you're
hmm
one of the six drivers, you might as well stay in the lead, get the lead,
hmm
let them fight it out because you're the lead car.
Yeah.
At the end of the day, I feel like majority of this weekend tire fall wasn't even an issue here because you had drivers that had went on two different sets of tires. We went on two sets, yeah, two tires, went two tires only, was able to survive a long stint.
hmm
So tires wasn't even an issue. So I would have just taken, I would have just taken the way to get the wave to get the lead, and we finished at
hmm
seventh at the end. But still, that's not the point. The point is that you were like right there, like like your season how it's been, and your career could be coming into a close.
hmm
But man, what could go wrong will go wrong for everybody else on that team in
Yeah.
general. Frankie Muniz again, unlucky man. Frankie Muniz was racing great.
Yeah. He's been pretty decent this year. Because I mean, he did what he did some part-time stuff in Xfinity last year. I mean,
Hmm.
this year he's been a lot more consistent. I mean, a lot more consistent. So I give him the benefit of the doubt. I just think it's weird that only what was it, 19 trucks were running at the end of the race.
Yeah.
And I do have a question. I'm curious because I saw somebody that was out on the truck list and it said DVP. I'm like, excuse me, do you guys not follow the same protocol as the Cup
Yeah, they
Series?
do. So
I'm a little because I mean, I don't know, maybe it's only Cup. I don't know. I didn't read any of the rules 100% when that first happened.
hmm. But Lane Riggs again got wrecked again. Tony Breininger, man, like she's just not been up to
Wait.
par. I mean, to be honest with you, everybody from Tricon has, besides Corey Heim, because Corey Heim is just a different breed.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody else from Tricon hasn't done anything to my defense on her.
Mm-hmm.
Gio Ruggiero hasn't really, like he had one good race. Tanner Gray hasn't really done much. Um, the All-Star car like this week was Brandon Jones was okay.
Mm-hmm.
But then Tanner Gray finished in fifth, but still, like, he really hasn't done much. I haven't heard anything from Tanner Gray either. So Corey
Yeah.
Heim is carrying Tricon Garage this year. Stuart
Oh yeah,
Friesen
definitely.
again, unlucky, bro, with another freaking wreck. That wasn't even his fault, man.
Hmm.
And
I didn't
good.
watch too much of the truck race. I was catching the wreck fest at the end because what Stuart Friesen was up there, and then he got caught up in some bull crap. Which I mean,
Yeah.
holy crap, Stuart Friesen in contention? What?
Yeah, exactly, bro. To the point that Dawson Sutton finished in the top 10.
Who?
Dawson Sutton, who replaced Ty Majeski, I mean Ty Majeski, Ty Dillon in that Rackley truck.
No, I yeah, I wouldn't know.
Well, the only reason why he's on that truck is his daddy, I think, owns the truck or something like that.
Okay, okay,
Yeah,
okay.
you know,
At least
Silver
bring some
Spoon.
type of profit.
Yeah, you know, Silver Spoon, you
Hmm.
know. Daniel Hemrick almost stole the. That would have been funny if Daniel Hemrick actually would have just stole that race again. Like it would have been
Jesus.
another
Yes.
Mickey win. Tyler Ankrum finished in fourth. He bounced back too. He started off good in that race, but again, like he only got the wave. He only got the pole because there was no qualifying. So
Hmm. Yeah, I forget how they do that. I'm pretty sure it's like the fastest lap time for the week before or something. Because I know
yep.
Cup was doing that, and that's why Larson had so many poles back in 21 because he was the fastest car the week before. Which I'm going to get into something a little later. I brought it up with you earlier about Gen 6.
Yes, I actually like Gen 6.
Yep.
But yes, another thing before we do move on, Nick Sanchez and of course Carson Hocevar were there too, racing
Hmm.
for Fire, and they did pretty good, man. Like that's for transition
Hmm.
to Saturday. I'm gonna transition that to Saturday now because Nick Sanchez should have won that race, bro. Nick Sanchez was there majority of the race with everybody there. It's just, what could go wrong will go wrong. Not his fault, but not he didn't wreck or anything, but you know what I mean.
Yeah, Xfinity was a weird one to be honest, because when they announced that Kyle Larson was going to be running for JRM to replace Connor Zilich, hopefully he gets better soon. To be honest,
Yeah,
I think this is going to scare him a little bit. So I think his development's going to slow down just a tiny bit, just because he's not going to throw himself in positions like he was at Talladega to get himself hurt. I'm not
probably
saying that's going to.
would. He
I
probably
think
would, man.
it's too young. He is too young to be screwing himself up like that. But Larson out there embarrassing kids starting, I think it was in the mid 20s.
I'm gonna give you
Came
a
up to the
timeout. I'm gonna give you a timeout because I heard before we continue,
mm,
Dale Jr. quote unquote, said it on the Dale Jr. podcast. We're gonna beat you in one of these races. And I guess that was a hint. Like if something happens to one of
mm,
my drivers, I'm gonna put you in this car. That's why
I
I'm laughing. That's why I'm laughing
yeah,
about it. Instead of why not beat him, join him.
yeah, exactly. I mean, that first stage was real weird. Kyle Larson came up, just came up, ended up winning the stage, and you still had Al Geyer, and I mean, Austin Hill was up there. Jesse Love, both RCR cars were up there being consistent. And I
The
mean,
same thing
at
with
the
Nick
end of the stage
Sanchez.
one, I
Nick
was
Sanchez too. Nick Sanchez was there too.
I'm looking at the guys that are the top of
Oh, gotcha,
the
gotcha.
point
Oh,
standings.
gotcha.
Al Geyer, Love,
Mr.
because
Winston guy
they've
over
been
here.
consistent. Yes, I mean, I'm being serious. Those two guys have been the most two consistent, and they are top two in the Winston style format. I mean, I know we should be looking at that, but they're still top two in the playoff format too.
I
But I
mean,
mean, they
Allgaier
did
has wins.
fantastic.
They both have wins. That's what I mean. I
Mhm.
get where you're coming from. They
Yeah,
have the wins and they have the consistency because Justin Allgaier came out of nowhere to win Homestead. So
yeah, and Justin Allgaier has been more consistent this than he has any other year, to be honest.
I think because he has that
Told you that. I'm
championship.
like,
He has a championship now
mm,
under his umbrella. So remember, when you win a championship, you become a different type of breed. Unless you Chase Elliott, but yes, that's another story. That's another
yeah,
story.
I mean, we came into a whole different car. But
But
either
yeah,
ways, where was I? Yeah, Allgaier was up there. Stage one happens. Let's talk about stage one. I want to talk about like I watched the Kentucky Derby. I swear these cars were taking the green flag shorter amount of time than the Kentucky Derby lasted,
you watch the
and it was
ponies.
another caution. I mean, it was 24 laps, and we had three cautions or something like that. It was more
Yeah.
caution laps than green flag laps. But I also give it the benefit of the doubt to, these guys are young.
Yep.
They're on a old racetrack, an
Mm-hmm.
old surfaced racetrack, because it's what I forget when Texas got reconfigured. and repaved, but I mean, it's an old surface, so they're not used to something like that. Yeah, Larson came back, won stage one, got
Yep.
held up in pit road, speeding penalty, came right back to the front again. And I'm pretty sure there was something else that knocked him back down, but it wasn't like all the way to the rear. But he cut through the field a third time. Oh, sorry, a second time, and won the damn race. And I mean,
Yeah.
that fight towards the end was really good, to be honest,
Yeah,
because
but Austin Hill taking out drivers left and right again. He takes out another JRM driver. Like, bro, what is your beef with JRM drivers, man? We did it
who do you
last.
take out?
Sammy Smith. I mean, he got loose, quote unquote, but I like to blame Austin Hill for everything that he does.
Mm-hmm. I mean, yeah, I mean, but he was, I mean, he was consistent all day. Like you said, Nick Sanchez was up there all day. We just watched like literally pitch strategy. Larson, I think it was, pitted a lap earlier than Allgaier. Then
Hmm.
Allgaier goes in pits. Larson blows past him on the fresh tires. Fresh tires made a difference.
Yep.
Like took the lead from him. He was just coming off pit road for crying out loud. Larson blew right by
This
him,
was stage
and then he
two or
got held up.
stage
I think it was two
three.
laps later. I think this was stage three because this was when Allgaier wrecked.
Yeah, I was gonna say Chris wrong. I mean Chris Wright
Yeah, because it was
wrecked
like,
him.
well, I
What's
think
he
that
doing
is
in the
people that
series,
shouldn't be going
man?
over the bump.
What is he doing in the series, man? I'd rather have a guy that's in the truck series over that guy. Give me another rookie at this point.
Williams Wallace being unimpressive this year, really surprising. I thought he was going to amount to a little bit more,
To
but
be honest with you, man, I want to talk about that because that's been in my head like the last couple
mm,
of weeks. I think he went prematurely to Xfinity. He's one of the only driver though. He's one of the only drivers that I can say that I'm not impressed with. Christian Eckes
mm,
and Daniel Dye are doing okay. You don't expect them to be better or be right out the
yeah,
floodgates. You don't expect it. You don't expect that because Calling is kind of rebuilding their Xfinity program. So I don't expect them to be like that. That's fine, but they're doing good. That
yeah,
they ain't doing better than I expected to be. Nick Sanchez is fucking killing it every single week. Every
yeah.
single
But
week,
I
Nick
mean,
Sanchez is consistent.
the difference between what three guys that you just brought up and William Swalich didn't race a full time season in trucks. He came straight to Xfinity.
That's
So
true. That is
yeah,
true. But
so
remember,
he's
everybody thought he was a hype. Everybody hyped him because he was. The thing is that he earned the ride because he was killing everybody in Arca
mhm.
until one person came and just ruined his thunder. I think honestly that he's been. I think he feel like he's been kind of threatened ever since the kid came up to Arca that
Those
one
two are going to be
year.
fight. Those two are going to be fighting for wins, like in the cup. So it don't matter. It don't matter how they progress, because hell, you never know. This might turn Zillage around and be like, "Oh crap, I need to slow down. I got to learn this stuff before I actually hurt myself," or something along those lines. So maybe they'll be bumped down on the next level, but we'll wait and see, because I don't know if Zillage is going to be back this week. Maybe I hope he is,
There's
but
no. He'll
oh
be back.
yeah,
He'll be
yeah,
back. He
2 weeks,
got lucky. He got lucky.
two
There's a good. He
weeks,
got lucky. There's 2 bye weeks. He got
yeah.
lucky. He got lucky.
A rare
He got
Xfinity bye
super lucky.
weeks.
He got super lucky that there's 2 weeks off now coming
Mm,
this weekend. So he's okay. He'll be fine. I get to see him at Charlotte though, because I
yeah.
know they're returning back at Charlotte. I'm not going to the truck race. I'm only going to
Mm,
Xfinity and Cup. I don't go to
mm,
I don't go to the truck series at Charlotte. I'm good. I only went to host that truck series because Larson was racing.
yeah, and that's the only
Well,
reason why
that
you go to.
and I got a 3 day pass. So
Mhm. Which I mean, you're 5 minutes from the track.
exactly, exactly. I'm already doing the activities at the track. Might as well just go to the track.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, no, going back to that, like I'm talking about like the drivers, like Carson Kvapil is just killing it every single week.
Hmm.
I did not expect he didn't even race trucks. He didn't even race ARCA. He came
Hmm.
from late models.
Yeah,
He came straight from
straight.
late models. So
Hmm.
that's what I'm thinking. Like sometimes, like yeah, I get what you're saying that they pushed him, but bro, if you can do it, you can do it. That's what I
Yeah,
feel.
and the only way you're gonna know if you can do it is getting in there and doing it. That's it. Like if Williams
Mhm.
Wallace needs to take a step back next year and go down the trucks, then that's by God, that's what he needs to do. If that's
And
what
that's
Zillage
the
wants to
problem
do,
with JGR. That's the problem with JGR. They're constantly changing their Xfinity program. Every single year, you see a different driver, man. It kind of gets annoying after a while, to be honest with you.
I mean, junior motorsports itself has to change their whole style every single year. NASCAR implements some type of
Yeah,
new
but the
rules
difference,
package.
Yes, but the difference between JRM and JGR, JRM actually brings drivers up.
Hmm.
They actually graduate up to Cup.
I'm sorry, you said JGR, and I'm sitting here thinking JRM. I'm just there's too many J and R's. Okay, I'm not liking this. Can we
JRM
say
actually
Joe Gibbs?
developments. JRM
Joe
actually Junior Motorsports Junior. Let me say that. Junior Motorsports actually develop drivers.
Joe
In
Gibbs needs
my
to get the
personal
hell out of.
opinion.
Joe Gibbs needs to get out of the Xfinity series. Hendrick did it years ago. Now they got a part-time car for all the stars. So they need the JGR needs to do to begin with. Find another developmental team to make Toyota.
Yeah, that's Tricon. Maybe Tricon to work with
Hmm.
Tricon or something.
Yeah.
Because honestly, the only Brandon Joe, I mean, got his win, but other sides, Brandon Taylor Gray's doing great. I
Hmm.
didn't expect Taylor Gray to be, but then again, Taylor Gray has the experience because Taylor Gray actually raced in trucks.
Hmm. Yep.
So and then Brandon Jones got his win. The All-Star car is gonna be the All-Star car, no matter who's there every single week.
Hmm. Yep.
Because even Justin Bonsignor is actually does pretty good.
Hmm.
And who else we got on that damn team? It's Sawalage, Taylor Gray, All-Star car. Who's the last one? Unless it's three cars. If
I
I'm
don't.
not,
They got the 20. They got the 19. Do they run the 18 anymore? Or is
that's what I'm
because the
trying to
night?
figure out right now. I'm trying to
Because I
figure out
think that
right now.
I think the 19 car is the All Star car. Because I think Gibbs even raced on Saturday. Or no, it was somebody that's sponsored with Monster.
So Wall, oh, I said it right. I said it right. So Wallace, Taylor Gray, Brandon Jones, and the All-Star car. Yeah, I'm right. Okay, I don't know what was going on with me. My bad. My bad.
You're
But
good.
let's get
Good.
into Sunday. Let's go to Sunday because we don't have we're doing too much here. Let's go to Sunday. Let's go to Sunday because
Okay, I want to prepare everybody for Sunday. When you guys get into this, you're gonna hear two drastic different sides. You're
I'm
gonna
gonna
hear a
just
guy.
I was gonna start off with my starting point as far as like what I expected this weekend was not helping me, man. I
Mm,
was ready to say that I literally was saying I was going to give you a whole minute speech of tire fall has not been so bad this weekend because it was not bad this weekend. The theory was proven right until we start having this wreck fest. That's the only reason why this race was actually entertaining. You can't blame the track. You gotta blame the drivers. Drivers are being stupid at this point. Like I don't know what we're doing here every single week with this nonsense. Kyle Busch is so unlucky every now. Like whatever, what could go wrong will go wrong for Kyle Busch and Brad, the usual suspects every single week. AJ Allmendinger was at the wrong place at the wrong time. Same thing with Noah
I,
Gragson.
yeah, I mean, I came into this weekend looking at Texas as a mediocre track, and I'm walking out with the expectations is fuck Darlington. Texas is now the new track that's too tough to tame.
Yeah.
Because Darlington, they're up running the wall, they kiss the wall. Okay, cool. You bounce off the wall. It's the next gen car. You can withstand that impact bouncing off the wall. Texas, you can't withstand them bumps unless, sorry, let's cut to later in the race. Kyle Busch over here. Oh, look at me. I'm on cold tires. Let me just go ahead and hit this bump that I've raced over for the last 14 years on this same track. And oh man, why does everybody feel bad? Because I just knew I made a mistake.
Oh man. Yeah.
Sorry.
I was and bro, I was so happy with Spire, man. I'm like, they're
Oh
gonna
my
win today.
gosh.
They're gonna win today. I'm like thinking they're gonna win today. They're actually gonna do it today. And then, Carson
No, no,
Osomar
no.
goes to the back. And something happens to him. Magically, just something happens to him. And then you have Michael McDowell leading the race, and he just does the usual shit. Chokes when it's actually time to go.
That's why I'm mad right now and I'm breaking this water bottle because McDowell, you had no reason to run Logano down to the bottom of the track. If you're going to run him that far, run his ass into the wall. You need to quit blocking, Michael McDowell.
Mm-hmm.
I am sorry. Quit blocking. The last time you blocked, you caused a massive pileup. Corey LaJoy was riding the fence, and you gave the win to Tyler Reddick. Shout
Yep.
out to Tyler Reddick, probably the most consistent driver on Sunday. Definitely the most consistent driver. I'm going to go ahead and say this. Larson didn't have the car to beat. He got up front and he utilized the Gen 4 strat, or sorry, the Gen 4 strat, the Gen 6 strat of the full 550 package to utilize the air. And I can't believe the aerodynamic problem at Texas, but that makes Texas different. That's what made it entertaining for me.
Mm-hmm.
Where do you see the Gen 7 car utilizing aerodynamics like that to slow
Yep.
somebody down? You don't. Kansas, it's raw speed, raw horsepower. They might do the side draft to slow them down and stuff like
Mm-hmm.
that. But the fact that McDowell literally put it right in front of Logano, and Logano lost all momentum because of all that dirty air. That is why Texas needs to stay on the schedule
Mm-hmm.
and stay the way it is. Like we can't risk repaving it. Try to fix the bump if you can. Try to. And
Reconfigurate it or something.
I don't reconfigure crap. I'm
No?
tired of hearing this bull crap. They listen, it was years ago. This is the bull crap because they said Atlanta, they want to reconfigure it, which first it was Texas, but then Atlanta needed to be repaved. So they said, screw it, experiment with Atlanta. If we did it to Texas back then, we would have probably saw a Gen 6 super speedway race on Texas. I think it would have been dope, not gonna lie.
Yep.
But at the end of the day, it's just now everybody's calling NASCAR wants to make another mile and a half super speedway. It's not Texas they're eyeing on. The rumors are Kansas. Don't fuck with Kansas.
Do not
Don't
touch that racetrack
fuck it.
at all. Do not. I
And
love Tech. I love Kansas. I'm glad that's one of the few tracks I'm glad it's twice on the schedule because Kansas cooks low key.
yeah, and the amount of wrecks that were happening at the end, it was just all issues, all driver issues. I mean,
And I'm gonna say something, man. You.
go ahead.
I'm like you're gonna try to find a blame on Joey Logano. I'm not gonna call out the person, but you're gonna blame Joey Logano for what happened above us. Nothing happened there. It's just a racing incident. Joey
Yeah,
Logano do nothing wrong there.
I was taking a shower at that point in time. I just saw that Kyle Larson won stage two or something like that, and I was like, wait a second, what happened? I saw
I
Bubba's car
wonder.
like bouncing
Hmm.
around, and I saw what AJ Allmendinger's car back bouncing around.
I'm
Let's
like
talk about Carson Hocevor's crab walk car, bro.
the best drifter on the grid now. All
Oh
of a
my
sudden, he
gosh.
was doing
Because what
Tokyo
happened?
drift.
What happened there? Was it did the spotter not call out that Priest was up there,
Yep.
or that was what it was? Okay. Denny Hamlin, bro
Did
came
he blow
in.
an engine or something?
I think something happened with his oil pan because there's no way
Oh.
that thing could have caught fire like that. And, hey, Karma, you don't go to Texas and you do the horns down, okay? I don't care. I'm the Ohio State fan. You don't down the horns, all right? Not in Texas. You'll get your ass beat. That track beat his ass.
He's like, I'm like, you're booing me. I'm giving you a reason to boo me, so I'm gonna go do this.
um,
Ohio State fans, bro, they're so toxic. No offense.
number one, baby, number one. That's why we won the Natty. But yeah, all in all, I really enjoyed the race itself. I mean, Blaney and Logano deserved to be up there.
Hmm.
I want to talk about Ricky Stenhouse too. He was in the back
I
too.
wonder what happened to Larson though. Like I'm still trying to figure. I watched it, but it's like, what
He
happened to the car? Like
he
that
used up his
restart came
car.
out. Yeah,
He used
yeah.
up his car. That's all it is because he was trying to stay because Reddick had the fastest car at that point in time. He was trying to speed up his car to stay in front of Reddick and use the air to his advantage. That's really all he was doing to keep Reddick back there. And I think he just used up what he had. He didn't have the car to win. I'm not going to lie. And if
Nah,
he
he didn't.
won, then it would
No.
have been a boring Texas race. But I
Yeah,
mean, the
yeah,
12 made it
yeah.
up there.
Oh, it's too boring because Kyle Larson is up there. He's ruining
Well,
in the rain. I freaking
well,
hate people like that.
in all honesty, though, like I know my favorite driver, Larson, but I'm going to be honest with you. It would have just been another boring Texas race. It would have been like Nashville in 21. That race when Larson was leading looked like just like a Gen 6 race. I mean, this race in general was like a Gen 6
Hmm.
race. 550 package.
Yep.
I'm not dogging the high power, but
Hmm.
that's my take on Texas. I think it
Let's get to
was
his best friend. Let's get to his best friend, Ricky.
Ricky Stenhouse.
And
Came
he was fighting with Kyle Larson at one point during that last stint. I'm
oh
like, if he passes Larson, if he continues to go through,
the move of the race, Ricky Stenhouse cutting through the grass. That everybody's had issues with that
hmm
sod. First, second, sorry, sidetrack. Why do you not have turf? Why are you still using real grass for the infield? Okay, besides the point, back to it. He completely, by the skin of his teeth, barely missed Kyle Busch.
yeah.
He don't want that spin house name anymore. He don't want
Mm-mm.
wreck house anymore.
The funny part, he's evolving ever since. He has a win. Kyle Busch
Mm-hmm.
doesn't. I don't know, man.
Ricky Stenhouse to the 8.
Yeah, Ricky's the house of the eight. Calling it right now.
Mm-hmm.
Put Kyle Busch in the 47.
Watch Kyle Busch win with that damn car. It's just an RCR curse.
Yeah.
Let's talk about somebody else with RCR, Austin Dillon. I think that's his
Another top
second top,
10.
yeah, second top 10 in a row.
Yeah.
I told you, Austin Dillon ain't the silver spoon, sir. He is not. He is a professional race car driver, sir. But I think
Are you on drugs?
I don't know. I'm half tired. I'm hungry. Now,
Well,
Austin
speaking
Dillon
of the Chuckle
turning heads.
Brothers, you speaking about one Chuckle Brother, the other Chuckle Brother finished in 12.
Oh,
Ty
good
Dillon
job,
finished at
Ty.
12. Yep.
Good job, Ty Dillon, doing something with colleague. Better than
Legacy
what?
Motor Club, man. Legacy
Oh
Motor
my
Club in the
gosh.
top 10.
Bum ass Eric Jones. I bet you they threw a party when they got back to the shop last
Yep.
night.
Definitely.
Oh yeah, first top 10 in 2 years.
And Nematode and 8.
Oh
But he
no
was going at
shit.
it with Christopher Bell. I was like, what is Christopher Bell 1 and 2 fighting for about? One time I confused him for Christopher Bell, and then Jake was like, "Are you good?" I'm like, "They look the same." I'm
Hmm.
sorry, they look the same.
Byron was looking good all day till he got. Well, I think he got. Didn't he get held up in the Bubba Wallace accident?
No,
Same with
something happened
Bowman.
on the pit road. He took out, he didn't took him out, but he kind of hit cut Cole Custer because he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. Something
Uh,
happened, and then I'm like, "What?" I'm like, "Oh no, not the Red Barons machine."
oh my gosh. Because yeah, Cole
Listen,
Custer got held up in another accident with
yeah,
BK later.
hmm
Oh my gosh. Haas
listen,
should
those
just
Red
back up.
Barons pizza are so good.
Yeah, when they're back in 30th place.
Riley Hurst finished in 14.
Oh wow, he's doing something.
Ross Chastain had a great day too at the
Oh
end.
my, yeah, that was another car. Yep, that was another car that deserved that.
Hmm
Everybody that made it up to the front towards the end of the race, they were never contenders for the first couple
Nope.
stages, except for Blaney. Blaney was
hmm
turning it on in the second stage, but these guys showed up here at the end. Logano,
Exactly.
this is the second time that AAA has made it to victory lane since 2014 when they first started sponsoring Joey Logano.
I know it was Carl Edwards.
Mm-mm,
Nope.
nope,
That one,
Joey Logano,
they
sir.
didn't win a race with Carl Edwards in 20 years ago?
AAA. Now that was all
Yeah.
Mark Martin's scheme.
Oh,
That
wow.
was Mark
Never
Martin's
mind.
sponsor.
I know Mark
They
Martin did
they ended
have
up.
him. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying since 2014 because that's the first year they sponsored Logano in the 22, and I think it was actually at Fontana, if I'm not mistaken,
hmm
because I think that was the year Denny Hamlin smacked the inside wall and broke
Did
his
you get
leg.
your interview, by the way?
What interview?
For
Oh, with the 48?
Yeah, man.
No, I'm working on it. I mean, to have
Because,
a good case this week.
damn, bro. It's just like every single week we're talking about the same situation with Alex
Hmm.
Bowman. It's like, dude, like, are you serious? Like, I don't know, man. Carson Hocevar, if you see Carson Hocevar getting that ride soon, you know why, and he'll win a race.
Yeah, I mean, he already was up front. He took off. He took off. I
Yeah.
think it was after the first yellow flag, after Hamlin had his engine issue. Bro took off and left everybody else in the dust. Like,
Yep.
holy crap,
You know who's
man.
also the most unluckiest driver too? Even though he has a win, but he's been unlucky, bro. Josh Berry, man.
It's like the Kyle Busch thing. You know what you're doing. He even admitted he knew what he was doing. He's like, you got to go through the bump with a straight wheel. You can't go through it with a turn in your wheel. You knew it. You were by yourself. Why the fuck were you up there? Could
Yeah.
have been on the bottom of the track and probably won the damn race, to be honest.
Yeah, because he was fast. He was the fastest Penske car. I mean, the Wood brothers.
I mean, Austin Cindric was up there too until he
Yeah.
got held up in some nonsense. I forget which one he
That's what I'm
got held
saying.
up in.
Like, yeah, everybody from Penske's doing their job this year
Yeah,
because Cindric has came to ball this year, man. I don't care what you tell me. Cindric came to ball.
I think he knows this fucking ride's ass is probably on the line.
That's what it is.
And let me
Yeah,
just
for
point
sure.
this out. They did a sponsor flip with the 99 and the 1 this week. Gave
Yeah.
Tootsies to Chastain and
Yeah.
gave. I, I, I wanted to see Ross Chastain win that.
Yeah.
That would have
Yeah.
been awesome.
But your
100%.
champ, your
Shane Van
champ
Gisbergen, where
wins.
was he?
He finished in 22nd.
22nd. I was going to give him props because I saw him up in the
I
top
mean,
20 all day.
he did beat Ty Jesus. So yeah.
I mean, Ty was up. I mean, okay, you can't give too much benefit of the doubt there because Ty was up front battling for the lead for the longest time. SVG hasn't battled for shit this year.
On the road course.
I mean, I didn't see him up there. I mean, it was Reddick blowing the doors off of Kyle Busch on old tires.
Oh man, I'm just sad for Horsevard, man. I thought Horsevard, he got the fast lap of the race. If that's any consolation prize.
Yeah, Texas was weird yesterday. We saw Dak Prescott actually throwing a football, looks like good, I mean, on pit road. And then somebody brought a fucking kangaroo to the track. Why
Yeah,
is
I saw
Jamie
about
McMurray
that.
just sitting there babying the thing like, holy crap? It's back up. CW. Where was Jamie McMurray? He wasn't in the booth. It
No,
was literally Parker and Adam Alexander for the race.
I didn't watch Xfinity, so I couldn't really tell you.
Yeah, the whole day. It was literally just Parker
Jamie
Kligerman
McMurray
and
over here. I'm like thinking, are we racing in Australia? Are we racing at Albert Park or something, or we're in
he,
Texas?
yeah, maybe he did, and that's why he has a kangaroo. I don't fucking know.
But yeah, man. I saw the. So I'm looking at the standings, right?
Mhm.
Now, if we were to end the season today, Ricky Stenhouse would make the playoffs.
Which I mean, he's gonna win a race and he's gonna make it in.
Yep, he's plus 20, plus 12 points to the good. Um, Kyle Busch is minus 12. Carson Hocevar is minus 21.
Oh no shit, he's doing real good.
Yeah,
Michael McDowell must had a win, but he had to try
yeah.
to throw a crazy
hmm
block.
Now we got
Jesus.
seven different winners, by the way.
Seven out of what, 11 races?
Yeah,
And then we got Kansas this week, and then the next week would be North Wilkesboro,
I'm not.
and then
I really don't care about the All-Star race. Doesn't count.
so Kansas is the last Fox race.
No, North Wilkesboro.
So Kansas is the last Fox race.
We mean for points race,
Well, that's the last Fox race.
I guess.
I'm actually not. I'm kind of excited to watch North Wilkesboro in a way, just because it's a run what you brung race. They don't care what you bring, run it. Get rid of the tapered spacer. That's the perfect time to test that. Get rid of that
hmm
tapered spacer, run a fucking straight raw horsepower car with
Yep.
no restriction. That's it. That's what
hmm
I would do. Nothing else. Let's just see how it performs.
Exactly.
I don't know what else teams could do. I mean, what, maybe change the camber a little bit, change the toe.
I wonder why we're not going for Xfinity there, man. That would have been a perfect week too for have Xfinity in Kansas, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
know.
they
I
had
don't know.
Rockingham. They had Rockingham. Banger.
Yeah, that's true. They had their main event already. Let them get a week
Yeah.
off or something. 2 weeks off.
I mean, trucks get two main events. They get Lime Rock too later this season.
Yeah, they
And
do.
plus, and you know the other thing that bugs me? Why the hell is the Xfinity cars running on the oval at Indianapolis? Send them to IRP. Dude, that's what I want to see.
I
I
mean, it
want
was fun though watching them at Indy last year when I watched Riley Hurst win that race.
I would prefer seeing them at IRP. I'd love to see them go to freaking Milwaukee, to the Milwaukee Mile. I want to see the
Huh.
trucks go back, and I don't even think they're they have that on the schedule this year.
No,
They
they
did
don't.
last
No,
year.
they did last year. Yeah,
There's so many good
because that was the
tracks.
first race of their playoffs. So they usually get the main event on Sundays when it's
Hmm.
Daytona 2.
Yeah, usually.
Usually, yeah. But
Uh,
I do want to say this, man. I do want to say this. We do have experiences coming up soon, man.
do
We
what?
got that Michigan race coming up soon.
Oh my gosh. I can't
Yeah,
wait.
I can't
I
wait,
can't
bro.
wait.
Like, I can't wait. That's gonna be fun.
Hmm.
I actually met a NASCAR fan in Jersey that's from Michigan,
No shit.
and we were just talking about like like the park and the racetrack, and he's like, you're gonna have fun. I'm like, I know. I've been told already by a lot of people.
Dude, Michigan, watching it on TV, it might look boring, but being there,
Boring. I actually
ooh,
like watching that race on TV too.
Michigan was boring. Once they got this next gen car, the racing has gotten better. Even
I
before,
mean, Gen 6 was fun too, though. I don't know.
not really, not really. When they repaved the track, it was too good of a repave. The track had the old age, but it was still
hmm
racing like a freshly paved track. I mean,
Gotcha.
that was the issue with Michigan, and I mean now it's way better. I mean, you had your good moments at Michigan. Don't get me wrong. Like
hmm
the end of the stage, Brad Keselowski was like, "Hey, guess what, Austin Dillon? I'm gonna send you into the wall and watch you almost flip." You
Little
remember that?
shit. Yeah, I remember that.
I was sitting there and where it's like we're coming to the end of the stage. I'm just sitting there like, oh, this is great. Music's playing. Skirt, koosh. What the fuck is going on over there?
Did you ever watch The Crew on
Crew.
Netflix?
Oh, with Kevin James or
Yeah,
whatever.
shit. Yeah, because he
Oh my.
listed Austin Dillon and they're making fun of him. And then he's like trying to call Austin Dillon short. And then he goes like, "Well, I won the Daytona 500." And then Ryan Blaney looks at him like, "Can you stop mentioning that everywhere we go?"
I need to watch that now. I forgot I got Netflix, so
It's so
I can
funny.
start
I
watching that
rewatched it
again.
the other day. I'm like, yo, this is too funny. Way too funny, bro. Making fun of NASCAR like literally left and right.
So that actually makes sense. RCR is great because you have the Super Speedway Merchant, which is,
Austin Hill.
Austin
Yeah.
Hill, and then you have the Crown Jewel Merchant, Austin Dillon.
Austin
And then
Dillon,
you
yeah.
have the Choke Merchant, which is Bush.
Yeah. It's
And then you
funny,
got,
man. Braddock was actually making it work with him on RCR, man. Like, I don't
mm-hmm,
get it. Like, I don't get it. Like, Braddock is just that good.
mm-hmm. And I mean, he's going to get a win at some point this season. I hope it's not at Michigan because I've not seen a repeat winner at Michigan.
Yeah.
I have not. First year was Ryan Blaney, which we left early because it was 5 laps to go. They literally just threw the yellow for rain. And I'm like, dude, we got to get out of here. And then we're out in the parking lot and all I hear is, rain. I was like, motherfucker. But it was
Fucker.
Blaney. I watched Harvick win the next year. Then I think the next year was Chris Buescher, if I'm not mistaken. But that was on Monday. We weren't there for
Mhm.
that. But then Reddick last year. I don't want to see a repeat winner.
For
I've seen
Homestead,
William.
I finally saw a repeat winner in a track that I went to. So,
Mhm.
like Homestead, I seen Kyle Larson won twice already at Homestead.
Yeah. And I
Oh,
might be going to Indianapolis this year to the Brickyard.
I can't
Thinking
wait
about
to,
it.
I can't wait to hear that experience. I'm gonna give you my Charlotte experience in a couple of weeks though. But yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, guys, that's all for now. We'll be back next week. You already know, like, subscribe. We're gonna give you it's gonna be less racing, but we'll be back. You already know.
Hmm.
Like, subscribe. Y'all do what you gotta do. Matt, you already know we're out.
Yep.
Peace.
Peace.